that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give to Mostert running right. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Mostert. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. 2nd down, Gaskin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little bit, didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Rodgers. They'll complete this one to Watson. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they get 4 there on 4th and inches. It's a gain of 4 that time, and it'll be a Green Bay first down. Rodgers now to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. This is caught. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Touchdown! Josiah DeGuara from 4 yards out. And the Packers have moved out in front. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. There's still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 2nd down, Tua. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
And a completion to Wilson. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Going right back to Wilson. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Let's go. 42 meters. Opposite. 3.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Devondre Campbell, the one who fought his way in there to make the play.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Here's Tua. He's got it at the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open man is Waddle, complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Tua going to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Rodgers going to throw. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Rodgers again now. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Dobbs, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
26.
Rodgers will throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
7 yards there and a first down. Once again, it's Mostert. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Set, ready, go, one.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go.
On second down, Mostert. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, there's 2 sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
Black one. Whatever. 52. Check 2. Next red. Ready.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him try. Shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Quick, yellow. Striker, 3-3.
Working from the gun. Lance. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
So a big defensive play there.
Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Cleveland. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. In motion is Grant. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Chubb will get the call running left. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The quick slant caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. We're scoreless after 1. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. is in. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson keeping it himself for the yard out.
And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
11 more on that one and another first down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. A fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Browns good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. They begin this drive with Chubb.
Taken down at the 42.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? And he'll get this up only to about the 33. On 4th down, Watson. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really...
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find...
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Tua on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Chubb.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Watson off play action. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A handoff running left is Mostert.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Dolphins take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go up the middle with Chubb. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To throw is Watson.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. The Browns on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And again, it's Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson.
He'll find Schwartz, complete right side.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. Chubb on the counter. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A give. This is Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, Watson. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing and challenging the break of coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt taking it in from Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They're going to try and run for it. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. And York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
Here we go, set.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And quickly another first down, but tackled inbounds. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Throw left side taken in by Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already have what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And he's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Miami Dolphins. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami.
Down. Nick Red.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Here we go.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Brought down by Jalen Thompson. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's Zaven Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tua fighting his old Alabama teammate, Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. For the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. First carry for James Conner. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And some space here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 80 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from the 20. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, moving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Ready. Opposite street. Set.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere. Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swung him under. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Brandon Faison, and he will bring it back. An interception return. It's TD. After the interception, here's Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did. Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there. Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out of line. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Tyquan Lewis, he read that the whole way and made the tackle. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense. I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Slot man moves right.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert,
a 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. They go play action with Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
Let's go. Blue check. Right, 97.
It's a run with Mostert, and he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now it's Ryan. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Here's Ryan to throw. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, Ryan. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Here's Mostert. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Once again, it's Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. Now Ryan. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Play action. It's Ryan. Rolling to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They run with Hines. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still...
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Come on, 38. 22 meters.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Striker, 3-3. Red, cycle. Flag 2.
Tua going to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And some room, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 30, 10. Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Miami Dolphins. Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium.
Here we go.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Garoppolo now.
And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the back. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 28. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert,
28 yards.
And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's caught out right by Jennings. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo got his man complete over the middle. That's Jennings.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Garoppolo's throw complete here to Ayuk. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. There's Garoppolo to throw. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Well, this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
2nd down, here's Mostert again.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra. Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. In motion, Hill. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
Back deep, Ray McCloud. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. It returns it right back to Samuel. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Got a man, that's Ayuk. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The kick by Gold is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. Now a give to Mostert running right. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Second down, here's Mostert again. Room here to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting... The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Minnesota Vikings. Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
On 2nd down, Mostert
takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Sometimes your line completely the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he'll work down inside the 45. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They hand it off to Mostert. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's Mostert. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 4 yards. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Vikings nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First down here at their own 27-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. They run again on first down. Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here's a give to Madison running right. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Cousins gives way to Cook. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota. Joseph's got it, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
What do you mean by that, Bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
86 yards rushing down from Mostert as he picks up a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 41, Cousins.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They run the counter with Cook.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Here's Cook again. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That's a nice run right there. Able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
78 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a first down. Justin Jefferson bring it in the slant. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Now Cook running right. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
no gain on the play.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
It's 4th down.
Now Cousins.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Then you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll get this one away just shy of the 45-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Cousins.
Throw caught there by Osborne. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
17 more yards.
1st down. Here's Cousins.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
15 more yards. That's another.
Cousins on 1st down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. To throw is Cousins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, Cousins.
Complete. Smith has it. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Again, it's Cook.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
It's Dalvin Cook there with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. We're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, just staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And they're going to have this across midfield inside the 45. Cook up the gun.
92 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Here's Cousins.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Cousins to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Osborne.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And it's caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in a final minute. Don't forget the extra point hit something good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Yeah, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's going to pick up a 1st down here as that clock